Tupac, right? When he had the incident in Milwaukee with the GDs, right? I had a few people come on my platform and tell that story, like you and MC8. But y'all never told me, man, how everything ended. When the GDs, right? When they was running around looking for Tupac, did they find him? Like, how did everything end?
We had we had hella guns, man. We had fucking dude. We had AR-15s, everything. We had you name it. We had that motherfucker. AK-47s, AR-15s. We had all that shit. I went back to the room because Pac went back to the dressing room. We all went back to the dressing room, and we was in the dressing room, and they was trying to get into the dressing room, into the door. And there was probably about 100 niggas outside trying to get up in there to get to Pac, and we was all up in the dressing room. But we had 100 straps. It was about 13 of us in there, and everybody had something. We all had something. It would have been it would have been ugly, man. It would have really been ugly. You know what I'm saying? All I remember was Mo Preem. He had a 4.5, and he was like, man, open the motherfucking door. Let them niggas come in. So they opened the door. We opened the door, but them niggas wasn't strapped. You know what I'm saying? So when they opened the door, all they seen was, 13, 14 niggas pointing guns at them and shit. So yeah, they cleared out. And we walked up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how it ended. I always wondered, man, how it ended, man. Because everybody that told me that story never told me the ending, yo. So yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, we had hella guns, man. And I know, they didn't have no. If they would have had pistols, it would have been bloody. It would have been real bloody and ugly up in there if they would have had pistols. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure they would have used them when we opened that door. You know what I'm saying? But we were strapped up. We were saved by the pistols, by the guns we had. If we didn't have them guns, we probably would have been some dead motherfuckers or beat up really bad up in there. Because I wasn't gonna let nothing happen to the homie Pac like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Hell no. We'd all went down. We'd all went down fighting and shit. Luckily, motherfuckers was on tour buses and we had our shit.
Damn, man, that shit was crazy, and all that was over the little kid Yummy Sanford that got killed. Tupac really was in his feelings over that. Like, he really didn't like that shit.
Yeah, but and when I realized what he was mad at, then I got in my feelings over the shit too. It was just some fucked up shit, and we had to address that shit, man. It was ugly, but to this day, the GDs respect us for even addressing that shit. You know what I'm saying? For even being two niggas to get up there and say something about it and be down to die for that shit is respect. You know what I'm saying? We did it for their parents. The parents of the little kids who died, something had to be said about it. You know what I'm saying? Because really, it wasn't in the news like it was supposed to be, and people wasn't really talking about it like they were supposed to. So I mean, that's what us as artists, as gangster rappers, we call ourselves gangster rappers. We up in the streets. That's what we out here for. We out here to really speak on real shit and say what's really popping. We're not out here to floss jewelry and be the most nigga with the most money. We out here because we concerned about what's going on in the streets with our people. And that's why a lot of it. That's why I started. One of the reasons why I started rapping from the beginning, because I was concerned about what was going on in the streets with my people. Shit.
You're right. Yeah, that's crazy. Did you know Pac was going to do that before he did? Did he have any conversations with you about Yummy Sanford before he got on stage and said that?
Nah, he didn't say shit. He just tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Come on." And I said, "You finna go perform?" He said, "I'm finna go fight." So I picked up the chair I was sitting in and grabbed my pistol and followed him out to the stage. Even to this day, I still, I see GDs and they still just like, man, y'all niggas crazy for that shit. And but we was right. And it took a lot of heart for a nigga to get up there because, you know, he was mad because a 9-year-old gangster disciple shot an 8-year-old vice lord or vice versa. Something happened like that. And that's what all of the commotion was over. So, I mean, you know, gangster rap at its best, man. You know, it's going to take only some gangster ass niggas is going to be able to get up there and say that and have the heart to even do that. You know, and that's what I think this game is missing now. You know, they missing that today, you know. You know, motherfuckers who trying to hold the shit down, hold the shit together, they get up there and you know, and say some real shit, you know what I'm saying, that need to be said. You know, it in front of some motherfuckers who will kill you over that shit that you saying. But it gotta be said.